Hi, I'm Luki, career coach from Focus Inspired. In today's video, we'll be sharing 5 common job search questions that typically come across my mailbox. Question 1. Can I apply if I don't meet all the job requirements? This is a very common question for new grads, especially since there are some entry-level roles out there that are looking for 1 to 3 years or even 3 to 5 years of experience. You should apply if you meet at least 80% of the requirements on the job posting. The requirements are really just the wish lists for the hiring manager and the recruiter. If they can find someone that fits all of the requirements and is willing to take the job, then score for them. However, if the applicants don't meet all of the requirements, the employer might pick from the best out of the pool. You'll want to hit at least 80% because anything less, you won't be competitive enough. Also, you should prepare a response to why should we hire you even though you don't have 1 to 3 years of experience? Or perhaps even weave that into your tell me about yourself question. And if you meet pretty much all of the requirements and the years of experience is the only thing you don't meet, then definitely apply. Question 2. Should you always send a cover letter with an application? The word always can be a bit tricky. Generally, if you had the option to send a cover letter, then you would, even if the job posting didn't ask for one. Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to showcase more of your specific fit? Think about it. If you were a recruiter and you had 2 basically identical candidates, only one had a cover letter and one did not, and you only had 1 interview time slot, which one would you pick? Well, the one with a cover letter, as it showed they put some effort and might even want the job. Make sure that your cover letter is personalized and elaborates on your resume and doesn't just restate it. And if there's only room for 1 file to upload, then you can add the cover letter as the first page. So unless they specifically say not to send a cover letter, you should look to include one as part of your application. Question number 3. When is the best time to apply for a job? The context here is the typical student's tendency to wait until the last minute to do their work, including applying to jobs. In this case, the best time to apply for a job is as soon as possible. Applications in the ATS systems are often sorted. The earlier applications are often at the top. The recruiter wants to see the keeners and more proactive applicants first, so you're typically better to apply sooner than later. There is a phenomenon called primacy and recency, where folks tend to remember the first and the last things and tend to forget the middle. So one could argue that you want to be towards the end of the application process. Though, you could also be seen as a last-minute procrastinator, and you don't want to lose out on the opportunity based on a potential technical glitch. So when is the best time to apply for a job? As soon as you can. Question 4. What are the chances of getting hired by only applying online? Depends on how you calculate the odds. Jobs often have 100 or so applicants, and in this market, I seem to see 2 to 3 times more applicants. So on that alone, it's 1 in 200-300. But what isn't factored in is when someone comes through a referral. That referred person might have a 2, 10, or even 100 times more likely chance to get an interview spot. Then there's the statistic that says 80% of the jobs are not even posted online, which means your chance to land any of those jobs are 0% if you only apply online. With all that said, that's why I often advise folks to spend lots of your job search time on networking as well. Question 5. What questions should I ask in a job interview? At the end of an interview, you're often asked by the interviewer, do you have any questions for us? The response that I hated the most when I was an interviewer was, nope, no questions. It seems like you didn't even really want the job. At the very least, you should ask what are the next steps and when can you look forward to hearing from them. You can also ask questions like, are there any skills gaps on the team you're hoping to fill with this position? Or what would you expect for a new hire to master within the first 30, 60, 90 days? Or something like, among people who've held this position before, what was the difference between the people who were okay in this role versus the people who were great? And I also tend to recommend that you listen to the response and probe more for what they said and ask a question about that. At the very least, make sure you have a question or 3 prepared. This video was brought to you by the Focus Inspired Academy. If you're looking for support in your job search or career, join us for e-learning content, weekly virtual group coaching, text access to our coaches in between sessions, and future apps and community to help you in your job search and career success. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this useful, hit the like button. Let me know if you have any questions or what you're struggling with in your job search or your career, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on jobs, careers, and life. and YouTube recommends that you check out these videos next.